and today I'm going to show you how I teach glute bridge, not only for my yoga participants, but for my personal training clients as well. So there's a little bit of FMA concepts coming in here, neurokinetic therapy concepts coming into here, so we can minimize the amount of compensation and really keep it into the glutes, the abs, and the upper back. So I'm going to have you lie down on your back. And your feet are actually going to be about shoulders width apart, which is just a little further than hips width. So it's just this slight glimpse of your heel here. And then you can slide your feet in as close as you would like. Okay, now when we get up into the glute bridge, if it bothers your knee or the shin a little bit, all that means is you just got to pull your foot out a little bit away from the body. You just happen to be too close. Okay. And try not to let the knees collapse in. We want those knees, if it's going to be hard to know that you're lining it up on the second and third toe, so a nice cue for the middle of the kneecap is lining up on the hip bone, okay? And instead of the palms being down, I'm going to have you open up the palms towards the ceiling and move it just outside of, or away from the body just a little bit. And if you happen to be on a mat, the backs of the hands would just be coming off of the mat. So when I'm cueing, I cue from the hands first, so I can lock in the lats because they work with the glutes. Okay, so we want this all working together so we can stabilize the spine and work these body parts effectively. So those hands are spread out nice and wide. We press the backs of the hands into the floor, and then the triceps, and then those shoulder blades, and notice how that's going to pick up your heart. Now, I have a lot of movement here, so you might see more movement coming off of me versus what you feel, and that's okay. So this is going to lock us into that nice arch that we need for lifting and to stay tight. So stay tight right here. Press through the heels, lifting up the pelvis. I'm just going to hold right here. So just notice there's this nice arch right here, and that I did not, I'm going to lower down, and notice I did not tuck my tail and roll up, and notice that I didn't start with that curve and then all of a sudden tuck my tail. We want to be careful with that because that's a lot of flexion coming from the lumbar spine, and the stress is going to get out of there instead, or shifted to there, instead of keeping it into the pelvis where the bigger muscles reside. So again, we're going to press the backs of the hands into the floor, the forearms, the triceps, the shoulder blades stay nice and tight. We draw the belly in, we press through the heels, we lift up the pelvis, and then we lower down. And notice that I'm maintaining that nice arch. I'm staying tight, and I pause right up at the top to get a nice squeeze from those glutes, so I can keep it all in those core areas. So there's your glute bridge, or at least how I like to teach glute bridge. Hopefully this helps you out. So thanks for tuning in.